Hey there YouTube, it's Lola again. So I just wanted to do a quick tips video on detangling tips. So it's important to know how to detangle your hair properly, otherwise you'll end up breaking your hair by ripping it out. So as you try to get through the tangle, sometimes if you're short on time and patience, you end up breaking off the ends of your hair, or from wherever the tangle is downwards you break the hair. And there can be some very long strands, and that just basically sets you back. So detangling is very important. So one, you need the right tools. So by right tools I mean a comb that is suited to detangling. So here are examples: a white tooth comb like this one, or another seamless white tooth comb like this one, which is a shower comb, which you can hang in your shower if you're going to detangle your hair in the shower, and a Detangling brush. So a comb that you should not be using, or a type of comb you should not be using for detangling, is one like this. It's got very small teeth, very closely spaced together, and it will just rip out your hairs because it is not suited to picking out tangles only. It'll pull out your hair, especially if your hair is natural or slightly texturized, it will pull it out. So best not to use this. First of all, you will detangle with a white tooth comb, and then if you're doing something like a roller set, you can go over the already detangled sections with this. Make sure you have enough time to detangle. If you're short on time or there's something else you could be doing instead and that's still weighing high on your mind, go and do that first. Do not try to detangle your hair if you do not have the time for it, because you will end up doing more damage than you do good. You start with your hair either damp or dry, and if it's dry you put in your leave-ins and you seal in whatever moisture you've got. So if it's dry, you moisturize it. You can do that with a moisturizing spritz like water and rose water and glycerin, or aloe vera juice and glycerin, something like that. Spritz it so that it's more moisturized, because moisturized will do more. Moisturized hair will do what you want it to do. Hair that is dry will break whilst you're trying to comb through it, because it tends to stick to each other once they're dry and it stays in that pattern. But once it's moisturized, you will actually be able to do more with it. It will move with you rather than working against you. You section your hair either into 2 halves or quarters, and then smaller sections within those quarters. So say I was using the front quarter of my hair, you go to the ends of the hair and then you start detangling from the ends of the hair. What I advise is, first of all, to try and finger comb through the hair. By finger comb I don't mean literally rake your fingers through it. I mean just kind of use your fingers to section it into another smaller section, and then try to pull the hairs apart where you feel tangled. Just gently go through, and you can, wherever you feel a snag between the 2 fingers, you can use your 2 hands very gently to pull it apart. And you do that very, very gently, but it's a quick job really with your fingers in that section. And then you start with your comb, and I usually use this comb, and you go from about 2 inches up from the ends of the hair, very gently, just loosening it, just picking through it. And if you come up against a snag, you go below that snag and go again picking through, and you will find that you're able to comb through the snag the next time you come to it. You don't have to yank it through. A good move is, if you feel that all you ever do is yank through your hair, hold the comb very loosely so that if you hit a snag, your comb will be more likely to either stay in your hair or fly out your hands, but it will not yank through your hair and break it. So you very gently do that, and then you move up another inch and go down, another inch, go down, and you can take bigger steps as you get higher up, all the way down until you get to the roots of your hair. The roots of your hair tends to have the tangles or the shed hairs closest to them, so you are gentle. If you feel like there's more than you can do with just the comb, you can go again with your fingers and undo them and then go down it. Once you can comb through the hair, you don't have to be able to go through it in one foul swoop, but you can kind of comb through it without hitting too many snags from the roots to the bottom. Then you twist off that section or braid it away so that you know that this section has been detangled. You move on to the next section and do that for the rest of your head. A lot of products out there that help you detangle, so that's one way of doing it. Another way to detangle is in the shower under running water. So what you will have done is you'll have shampooed your hair, you'll have conditioned it, and then you leave the conditioner in for a while and carry on with your shower, clean up. Then you put down the section of your hair and let the water run through it. You use your fingers to just finger comb through it first. The conditioner will have loosened up your hair and made it more easy to kind of comb through. It's good to find out which conditioners your hair likes and which ones make your hair easier to comb through. One I like is the herbal essences. This is the Hello Hydrations. And I really like it because it really does give your hair slip, which means that it's just easy to comb through. Then using either, your shower comb, which is nice and wide-spaced and seamless. You can use that to comb through from the ends all the way to the top, and then put that section away, go to the next section. You have time, you've got a shower. So that's one way of doing it. Another way is a lot of people use the Denman brush. I haven't quite figured out how to use it with my hair yet, because with transitioning hair and bone straight relaxed ends with text-lax length, most of my hair now is text-lax, so it's only slightly relaxed, so it's got quite a bit of texture to it. And then the ends, about that much, is bone straight relaxed, so they kind of stick to each other and really limp. It's kind of hard to get one of these through it without accidentally breaking off the bone straight relaxed ends. So I need to work on that. But yeah, another important thing is to make sure that the implements you're using are clean. So always clean your combs after you use them. So one thing I've done recently is I've just designated a toothbrush, which will be comb cleaning toothbrush. So just soapy water and a toothbrush, and that basically lets you get through in between here where your fingers can't fit, and you just kind of do that, and it's clean. And you do that after every washing session. So say once a week or twice a week, do that. So yeah, that's very quick tips on detangling. I hope this helped. Thank you.